Lot. All right, welcome back to my channel. Good morning to you. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I hope all is well with you. Happy New Month to you all. I am here again this morning simply because there is what is going on in social media. Not a trending news per se, but it concerns us because the man we talked about last time, called Mannard, responded to a post made by Okenwa. So I would like to go through the post so that you can now see why he responded and what he actually said. Of course, Okenwa, in the other hands, have already made his own response. He reacted to that, his reply. So we are going to touch everything. Everything actually centered on the Finnish government, connection to B00KHA'RAM and ISWAP. Some may say, are you sure what is going on and all that? But when you are supporting a government that is enabling this kind of insecurity and working hard to help one ethnic group in Nigeria, that is very clear to the whole world that this ethnic group are busy trying to enforce other part of Nigeria to become Fulani. In fact, making their cow first citizens than any other person. I remember 3 years ago, I think in 2021, 2022, we started seeing cow entering classroom in Edo State, in Delta State, in so many other places. You see cow moving from place to place in school premises, trying to destroy education because that's part of their assignment. They allow their cow to invade schools premises and entering classrooms and all that. We saw those things and we were like, when is it gonna stop? Then they move from that to, of course, entering people's farm. That one is a routine. Nobody's contesting that one. It has been like that for ages now. But when we are growing up, we don't see this kind of thing. You see Fulani people holding stick, and the only problem that we have in villages those days is that sometimes they would like to pluck your mango. They want to, that which they themselves will eat, they without any permission. Fulani are like that. Like if you see them in village, they'll use their staff to pluck mango, cashew, orange, and all that. They don't know how to ask the owner of the fruits, can I take some shoot mangoes and all that? They don't know how to ask that. You see them plotting it, you'll be the one to ask them, you will pay me if you take that kind of thing. Because this is the element of fear always about Fulani because of their Ngogo. You know what I mean? Ngogo, that their cutlass. Because we have seen them using it each time we want to fight them. All right? They were not this aggressive and this stubborn. What actually radicalized them more is the government. And which government are we talking about? The Nigerian government. Of course, Finnish government, who claim to be, promoter of human rights and all that, decided to side them and work with them. And that is just the example of what I'm talking about. Supporting people who are actually enabling Ndobonigwe. These are something we need to consider. As a democratic nation or people that actually respect human rights, civilization and what have you, Finland portray themselves as one of the countries that you can look up to when we talk about, human dignity and respect and all that. But guess what? When you have a very corrupt leader, when you have a very, very corrupt leader, a man that never add weight or lose weight, always dry, 100%, if not that his skin is. Just visualize the president of Finland in a black skin. You cannot see pure Lucifer, isn't it? His characters it stinks. Somebody who don't have human conscience. Upon all the things that PM presented to him, you don't even need PM to present anything these days. All you need to do is just go and read the national news, research on Google about what is going on in Nigeria. Just last Sunday, what happened in Plateau should be an eye opener. For those of you pretending, or the president of the nation like Finland, that should be a turning point. But can he turn his mindset? No. the man is no longer with him. The man have sold his soul somewhere in London because he married a British woman, and you can tell what British have done and all that. So I'm not here to talk about it, but I just want to go through some of those things that actually pushed Christopher Okenwa to point out some of those things that he always do. He always on them, and letting on the whole humanity to understand what Finland can give you, what they actually represent. Then there's a write-up from Mannard where he spoke about what is going on, of course, called American senators like more to do something to understand that mentioning that, talking about state police and all that is not going to help anybody. That's the way he put it. I'm not here to go through that, but many of you that followed him, you understand what I'm talking about. But Christopher Okenwa, on the other hand, have something to say about it, and that is the reason why we are here actually. All right, I am here to tell you or to share it with us. So he first made this post where he talked about what Mannard said it from. You can see here, he made this on 31st of March, 2026. Today's date is 1st of April. Like I said, happy new month to you again. And don't forget to like the video and share it on many platforms of your choice. Your comment is highly, highly appreciated. From Abuja to Helsinki, he said, resign and uphold justice. According to the post by Mannard, who has been on the ground and can be regarded in this context as an investigative journalist, the Finnish government collaborated with Boko Haram, ISWAP, and other terrorist groups, described as even more dangerous than the Nazis in the unlawful detention of His Excellency Simon Ekpa. He is a UPF ambassador of peace who has consistently worked to prevent ongoing Christian genocide. Where is Elena? That is the woman that I saw there, having handshake with the Nigerian foreign affairs minister. I'm gonna flash the picture again for the sake of this video because maybe you don't know who I'm talking about. When you pay close attention to this picture, you can see a lady that stood beside one Alamajiri. Here, this foreign affairs minister is very, very, very ruthless in supporting the jihadists and of course colonization and Islamization that is ongoing globally. Do you understand? This woman is one of them. Remember, there was another person, I don't know her name, that actually resigned or they sacked her. Remember when PM used to say, leave her alone. Nigerian government should leave her alone. You are disturbing our minister, leave the woman alone. What did the Abdul-Karim Alexander stop, the Finnish president of Finland? What did he do? Abdul-Karim decided to change the Finnish ambassador to bring or the Guardian was one of the civilization. You hide behind democracy and all that and begin to commit crime is unfortunate. Very, 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 very unfortunate. So that's the lady we are talking about, and let's go back to the write-up so that you understand everything we are talking about here. The post, according to Christopher Okenwa here, where is Elena? Her associate in Abuja, Frame 1, resigned yesterday. Has he resigned? I'm not sure. Okay, where is Alexander Stubb? Okay, wait. Her associate in Abuja, Frame 1, resigned yesterday. Okay, not her. I don't know who is the associate that our brother is talking about, but are we here for that? No. He said, where is Alexander Stubb? Many of his associates in Abuja, Frame 2, have also resigned. Okay. We are patiently waiting for those responsible in Finland to take note and learn from the actions of their counterparts in Abuja. Honestly, from what I'm seeing here, maybe some foreign ministers or ambassadors in Abuja, maybe they have resigned. I don't know. Maybe I will look up to that because I've not read this before. I just want to write on it. But what I'm saying now is simply means that some people have resigned, probably because of the people. I'm here to figure out what Christopher Okenwa is talking about here. But let's focus on why we're here, though. He said, release the innocent Biafran Finnish citizens and step down. Your actions have brought shame and embarrassment to the free world and constitute violation of both local and international law. If you disagree, take this to court, and an impartial one. Take it to court. Take this to court, an impartial one, not a corrupt system. Exactly. Exactly. The handshake. Let's go there. Look at this is a Finnish. This is the lady that is the one that claimed that a PM was blocking their blessing from Nigeria. Look at, each time I see this picture, honestly, if you don't have it, reach out to me. I will send it to you so you can zoom it enough to your test. But I want you to pay attention to the face that you are seeing here. The Alexander Stubb face. He goes to tell you, I got this. I got this. See his mouth and nose, like he was so happy that he have everything that he requested had been checked. The box had been ticked for him to move on with his assignment, his devilish assignment. And guess what? Alamajiri that are here are the one helping him, promising him heaven on earth, hiding under Nigeria as a country to advance their ethnic cleansing and the ethnic, achievement. Very, very sad. And this is not what an average Nigerians or innocent Biafrans, want to associate with. It is so diabolical. It is so inhuman. And Alexander Stubb don't care. He don't care anything whatsoever. So that is the, Finnish president, or what they call him, Alexander Stubb. Look at this one as well. These are people that can never ever repent. Christopher Wilson said, desperate to show his wife they were still royal in the eyes of the world, the Duke of Windsor took ways on a tour of German in 1937. They were greeted aesthetically. Nigerian human rights record is not far short of Nazi Germans. Exactly. The comparison is second to none. And PM, of course. Now, it did not end here. It did not end here because, remember, the poll started by telling you what? That according to a post by Mike Arnold, who has been on the ground and can be regarded in this contest as an investigative journalist, the Finnish government collaborated with the Boko Haram, ISWAP, and other terrorist groups described as even more dangerous than the Nazis. This part, so Mike Arnold decided to react on this. What did he say? Come down here. Okay, even though this is a write-off from Mike Arnold, should we go there? Let's try. So Mike Arnold made this post, okay, where he talked about it. That's exactly what Christopher Okenwa picked the context of the message and used it to write what I just present to you now. Then Mike Arnold reacted on it. After this, we are going to see what Mike Arnold reacted on. So the write-off that Christopher Okenwa used to emphasize or throw more light on is what we're about to read now. The one I will read before now, the one we just finished reading, is the reaction of Christopher Okenwa to this write-up that you're about to see. And Mike Arnold addressed this message directly to Remo. He said, you are making a grave error, wasting precious time and getting people paid, okay, by working with Nigerian government. What is happening in Nigeria is an ongoing Islamic conquest. The government is not fighting it. They are aligned with it. Top officials publicly call the terrorist brothers and sons, offered them rehabilitation and jobs. Meanwhile, Tinubu and his administration are legally guilty of genocide. Today, for deliberate denial and systematic destruction of millions of displaced Nigerians, they kept off the book, calling them criminals and beggars, withholding aid and routinely bulldozing their camps. Working with this government to end the genocide is like working with Nazis to end the Holocaust. I'm going to stop here because this is the part that Christopher Okenwa highlighted. That working with Nigerian government is just like working with German, Nazis in Germany. And Finland is one of the associates. Finland have been in dining table, dancing and cheering themselves, rejoicing and doing all manner of nonsensical things, believing that that is the best thing to do. And Christopher Okenwa used this Mannard write-up to throw more light on what Finland has done and letting the whole world to see. What did Mannard said after that? He said, lie, that Christopher Okenwa is lying. I have never said a word about Finland. Did Christopher Okenwa say that you said something about Finland? No. He just wants to throw more light on that, to let people know that if you can call Nigerian government, compare Nigerian government with Nazis, anybody working with the Nazi system or Nazis group or regime is also a suspect. And guess who is number one as far as Europe is concerned now? Finland they happen to be number one. Let's see the reaction of Christopher Okenwa after Mike Arnold said this. What did Christopher said? Christopher Okenwa said, "Dear Mike, I respect your work and your advocacy, and that it has not changed. However, if you had taken the time to fully understand the context of the post, I believe your response would have been different. From my perspective, there is no meaningful distinction between Nigerian jihadist regime and the corrupt actors in Finland. So yes, your message applies there as well. If there is disagreement on this, I am open to addressing it through the appropriate legal channels. You cannot condemn an African jihadist regime while ignoring the corrupt individuals in Finland who enable these same actors to carry out genocide in my homeland for reasons best known to them. I would like to believe that your understanding of the English language is stronger than mine." Into the one. That's one thing I love about Christopher Okenwa. He don't massage when he will tell you the way it is. Now he started sharing some videos for people to understand, to see, and all that. All right, and that pictures is what you are seeing on screen, but it's quite tiny. Let me see if I can get it in a bigger format. All right, so like I told you, let me get it in a better format. As you can see now, I told you about B00KHA'RAM stop. Look at his face, how happy, how joyful the man is. Look at how he's looking at all these northerners with very confidence and happiness, because now all right. Now there's other things I want you to see here. Let's quickly touchlight it, and I think this is the best way to get it for you. This should be the best way to get it for you. Let me bring to you other pictures. So Christopher Okenwa actually shared other things, for Mike Arnold to see. Like what you are seeing here on your screen. This is the Timbo Nagi. He says, so Nigerian behind arrest of Simon Ekpa because of his Biafran advocacy. In US, we have movement for Texas, etc. to leave US. That is freedom of speech. Maybe if Nigerian address NE, extremists, and the NW kidnapping, kidnappers, middle belt violence, etc., Biafran would be content. Okay, so this one, and he also shared other different comments, for him to see. like this one also. So Nigerians behind the arrest of, okay, this one I'll just pass through, and this is another one, as you can see here. Okay, national news reacting on this and what people are saying about it. As a man from Lati, myself, I am amazed at work and how quickly evidence was found and a verdict was reached when the accused was not an Islamist. I bet that this Lati man would never have ever been charged if he were a member of an Islamic terrorist organization. That is from Finland. A man from Finland is making this utterance because people actually pissed off with the way Alexander Stubb reacted on everything. Because that's why I said the problem of Christians are actually Christian countries. That is a very huge statement. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna dwell much on it on this video because of the time. If it had been an Islamic terrorist, would there have been a conviction? This is a Pentecostal congregation, activists of which there are plenty in Latin. Now, this is Christians reacting on this. Okay, like I said again, the problem of Christians are perceived Christian countries are the major problem of every Christian community in Africa, in other part of the world, in a country that's been perceived to be in third world country. Your number one problem are basically the so-called Christian country, especially in Europe. If they had incited the liberation of Palestine, the destruction of Israel, and the killing and raping of Jews, the Finnish media and journalists would have practically given them a medal and the key to the city. Exactly. Are you following? The reason why these people are doing that is to please the jihadists, like countries like Iran, Yemen, Afghanistan, Syria. They are actually afraid of them because they want to be seen as, a globalist, people who actually, love everybody to be in one forum and all that. But as long as you're a Christian Biafran, your number one problem, or not even Christian Biafran, Christianity, the only hope is America, which is that they cannot do it alone, right? They have to also look at the back and think about what their ally will say. And these allies happen to be countries in Europe. Anything is attached to the whole thing, because American will be, as they're acting, they'll be acting in line with their allies. When Mazakano said that freedom of Biafra is last miracle on earth, it is now making more sense than we think. Anyway, my people, please like the video and let me know what you think about it. I cannot just go further because many of you know what we are saying. It's not something hidden. It's not something hidden. Anybody using religion to you and trying to cover all this crime because you're a Christian and all that, you're number one enemy are the so-called Christian countries, especially from Europe. Go and check your history and thank me later. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel in case if you are new. Don't forget to comment. Let us know what you think about what we are talking about. God bless you once again. See you and bye-bye for now. God bless you.